Hello, my name is Billouard-Fuentes. I'm currently full professor at the Lyon Business School in France. Before working in a business school, I had the opportunity to participate to the creation of an innovative digital school. In a team of 5 people, we created a 3-year curriculum to train digital project managers. In this presentation, I will describe how coding and digital competencies are taught in France outside traditional curriculums. The goal of the presentation will also be to see if these innovative trainings allow participants to access effectively the job market. This presentation consists of 4 main sections. I will start by giving the context, then describe some schools created in the last years, and I will finish by focusing on 42, one of the first schools created in the context, and L'Atoile, an innovative school created recently. These examples will allow us to see if these schools are a good solution to meet the growing needs of the digital job market. Technologies and business models have evolved enormously in recent years. This leads to talent shortages in several domains, but the data analytics and IT sectors are the first to be affected. A recent McKinsey survey suggests that 87% of business executives and managers consider that their company is facing skills gaps and or will face it in the next years. According to the US labor statistics, by the end of 2021, the global talent shortage will reach 40 million skilled workers and is expected to reach more than 85 million by 2030. More generally, in its report Future of Education and Skills 2030, the OECD evaluates the competencies needed in the future. Core foundations are the skills, knowledge, attitudes and values that all people should have. This implies developing cognitive competencies as digital literacy and data literacy. This is confirmed by a 2023 study from the World Economic Forum, which estimates that within 10 years, 9 out of 10 jobs will require digital skills. The notion of curriculum appeared in the 60s and several definitions were given since then. We will consider the definition of Dr. Mulenga, who synthesized the different components of a curriculum. The curriculum includes all educational experiences provided by a school in an organized way. In this definition, we can see that the curriculum defines what is supposed to be taught according to a determined programming order. As we've seen, universities and schools can't face the need for digital competencies. In France, the criticism of the gap between the French training system and the needs of the job market has been present since many years. But it has increased in strength in recent years. This explains the emergence of several coding and digital schools beyond curriculum since about 10 years in France. Short coding trainings exist in France since several years. But since 2013, a large number of initiatives promoting digital and coding schools emerged in France. In 2015, a French national label was created, the Grande École du Numérique. The French Grande École du Numérique is a public initiative created in 2015 to certify beyond the curriculum schools. The initial objective was to train in coding and digital competencies 10,000 people in 3 years. This objective was successfully achieved with almost 19,000 learners trained in 2018. Today, 314 trainings are certified by Grande École du Numérique. The average duration of these trainings is 13 months. They are based on innovative teaching methods. And as you can see on this slide, half of the students are A-level or beneath. The certified schools are mainly private schools with short trainings. They are divided in 7 categories: digital communication, marketing and e-commerce, data, AI and IoT, cybersecurity and cloud, development, network maintenance and telecom infrastructure, interface graphics and design, and management and strategy. To achieve its objectives, Grande École du Numérique promotes innovative pedagogy. This term is not precisely defined, but some general principles are given, such as agility, integration, peer-to-peer, serendipity, do-it-yourself. This training framework aims at removing the academic prerequisite to develop skills through trial approaches in order to encourage motivation. These should be better adapted to the targeted learners, which are considered as non-academic. These principles are partially inspired by two participating schools, 42 School and Simplo.com. In this part, we will focus on some of the different trainings which are certified by Grande École du Numérique, and we will go deeper into the analysis of two of them, 42 and L'Atoile. In this table, you will find the most famous development training courses. As you can see, there is no academic prerequisite for these trainings, but the candidates have to perform tests to be accepted in the trainings. The durations of the trainings differ a lot from one school to another one. And as you can see, some of them are free, but it's not the case for all of them. We will now focus on 42, which is one of the two schools which served as a model to create the Grande École du Numérique. 42 was created in 2013 by Xavier Niel, founder of the French telecommunication group Free. It was first a school created in Paris. It's now a network of schools with 52 campuses around the world. 42 was the first school to propose coding courses in France without any diploma requirement and without any fee. It was first reserved to people between 18 and 30 years. It's now also open to people in training above 50 years.
Discover 42, the computer programming school made for you. 42 is designed to make sure that the world of IT is accessible to everyone. Since 2013, 42 has offered an open and tuition-free curriculum based on excellence, resulting in long-term employment to create the digital world of tomorrow. The training curriculum starts from scratch. You don't need any diploma or know how to code. There are no teachers and no classes at 42. You work on projects that challenge you to find your own concrete solutions. You can access the campus 24/7 to experience 42 at your own pace. To progress, you have to talk with your peers, discover different solutions together, and even evaluate other people's projects. Coming to 42 means taking the lead in your training and learning how to learn. In the Common Core of 42, you learn the foundations of programming. It also allows you to develop those human skills that are indispensable for the workplace. Then you can choose what to specialise in and the pace you want to work. At 42, we believe that anyone can learn to code and make a career of it. We reject stereotypes of any kind and welcome applications from candidates who may be unconventional or who want to retrain. The selection process involves 3 steps. Step 1, online games. Step 2, the introduction meeting. Step 3, the piscine. The piscine is a 4-week-long immersion in coding and 42's learning methods. The 42 piscine is an unforgettable experience to test your motivation and develop your full potential. Joining 42 after the piscine means joining the largest network of computer schools in the world. During your journey at 42, you can either choose to study in another campus anywhere in the world. 100% of our students enter the global job market. You know the question? We have the answer. 42. Find us on our website.
As you've seen in the video, the first step to integrate 42 is the piscine. a one-month training using 42 pedagogical approach. Candidates have to validate the piscine to be integrated in the school. Each candidate have to complete training modules. These modules are automatically evaluated, but they are also evaluated by other candidates. This allows to discover other ways to perform a module. During weekends, mandatory group works called rushes are provided. They are evaluated by the pedagogical staff who will give them a feedback. Once a week, a machine exam is proposed to test the capacity of a candidate to perform code in a limited time. At the end of the month, successful candidates will integrate the school. Here are the pedagogical principles of the school. No courses, no teachers, a learning by doing approach is applied. Students have to find their own solution and can share with others of a working group to do it. Failing is not a problem, it's a way to progress. Students have the possibility to redo the exercises. Peer-to-peer evaluation is also a way to progress as students see different solutions and also see that there is not just one unique way to code. The learning by doing approach is shared by all of these new schools, but is it an effective method? The Grande École du Numérique trainings announce 64% of positive outcomes after the training. But if we focus specifically on development trainings, 100% of 42 school students find an appointment after the core training, and 94% of them having a long-term contract. For the other schools presented before, more than 90% of the participants pursue studies or find a job in the following months. It seems that this new model of schools, beyond traditional curriculum, is a successful innovation for the digital job market in France. Beyond these technical training courses, a new school model has appeared recently. L'Étoile is a global program designed as a reset in motion. It has been designed for motivated people without technical or diploma prerequisites who wish to acquire the basic skills of web design and development. And in fact, in the last promotion, 30% of the participants were handicapped, and 98% of them have at least one factor of discrimination. This program is the first brick to start a journey towards employability, further study, or business creation. Created by a business school, this free program allows participants to benefit from speakers of the school and the employment support network. The pedagogy is based on learning by doing, which is a pillar of the business school. The program relies on three pillars. First, an intensive training in our Fab Lab to learn the technical skills necessary for web design and development. Second, the knowledge and development of personal skills of the participants. And third, an individualized career support to build and support the professional project of each participant. At the end of the training, the participant will know the technical basics and languages necessary for the design and development of websites, and how to lead a project and to communicate around it. But participants will also develop self-confidence, which is a capital step to pursue study or to go to the job market. This model is a little different from the others described schools, which were almost entirely technical, but the results are very motivating. After the last session, 81% of the participants were pursuing studies or having an internship in a company, and 10% of them were starting an entrepreneurial project. To conclude, we started this presentation with an analysis of the growing needs of digital professionals and the incapacity of traditional curriculums to answer those needs. By looking at innovative programs certified by the Grande École du Numérique in France, we've seen that bringing unqualified people to the job market can be well performed with an adapted pedagogical approach. Thank you for your attention. Don't hesitate to contact me if you have any question or if you want to talk about common research interests. Goodbye.